Today we are going to make some dahi vadas. This is a very simple recipe, but many people are not very confident about this. So I'll give you some tips which will make it really easy for you. I've used 2 cups of urad dal, which I've soaked for at least 3 to 4 hours, green chilies 4 to 5, 1/4 teaspoon soda, garlic cloves 7 to 8, and salt about 3/4 teaspoon. Your dal needs to be soaked really well. We are going to grind everything except the soda, which I'm adding now. The more your dal is soaked, the better your dahi vadas would be. And after you add the soda, mix it really well because we need to make this batter really airy. It has to be. We have to incorporate a lot of air into it so that the vadas are light and fluffy. Make sure you don't add any water while grinding the dal because if the batter gets runny, your vadas would not come. And once you've mixed nicely, take a bowl of water and add a little bit of the batter into it. If it floats, then your batter is ready to go. You can start frying the vadas. So I've heated oil in a pan and I've started forming the vadas. You can either put it on one of your palm and make a depression, transfer it to your right hand and put it into the oil for frying. Make sure you wet your hands before making it. So this is one method. I'll show you another method as to how you can make this. Take the batter in your right hand, put it onto your 4 fingers, make a depression in the center and put it in the oil. Wet your hands, put the batter on your hand, make a depression and drop it into the oil. Or if you can't manage to do this, then you can simply add spoonfuls of batter into the oil and fry it. Either ways, it's going to taste great. The shape doesn't matter. But it's really simple. With a little bit of practice, I'm sure you can do it. So the vadas are getting fried, and make sure you don't fry them too much. Don't make them very dark brown. So the vadas are done. I've fried them for some time. So I'll remove this and I'll soak them into buttermilk and then we'll transfer it into the curd. To make the buttermilk, I've taken some water in a bowl and I'm adding about 2 tablespoons of curd to this. Mix it well. If your vadas are a little less in salt, if you've added less salt, then you can add a little bit of salt here. Otherwise, no need to add salt here. So we've made a very, very thin buttermilk and I'm going to add all the fried vadas into this. Soak it for a few minutes till they become soft. They'll increase in size also, and then you can just squeeze in the water gently without breaking the vadas and start keeping them aside. Just gently press between your palms. And in the meantime, we'll make the tadka. I've heated some oil and I've added about 1/4 teaspoon of mustard seeds and some curry leaves, some grated ginger, about 1/2 teaspoon of grated ginger, some chopped green chilies. Make sure you don't chop them very fine, otherwise your yogurt will get really spicy. We'll add this tadka to the yogurt. I've already poured the yogurt in a serving dish and I've added the tadka. Let's mix it well. And now we are going to add the prepared vadas into this. I've added the vadas. The vadas have become really spongy and really soft, and garnish it with some red chili powder, some chaat masala or some roasted jeera powder and chopped coriander leaves. This is as simple as this. The dahi vadas are ready and they are really soft. Let's make a very special Arabian dish today, and that is fateh with hummus. It's also called fateh hummus, and it's a very popular Arabian dish which is served for either breakfast or brunch. And it's a very simple and unique dish which you can never go wrong with the quantities, and it's so simple to make. I've used pita bread or Arabic bread, which is cut into small pieces. You can either bake them for a healthy option till they are crisp at about 200 degrees, or fry them. And yogurt is about 600 to 800 grams. Chickpeas boiled is 2 cups. In Arabic, they call it hummus. Garlic crushed about 3 cloves. And I have tahini, which is the sesame paste, lime juice 2 teaspoons, salt and pepper. And we'll be using butter and some pine nuts or almond flakes also in the recipe. In the yogurt, let's add in the garlic and the tahini. If tahini is not available, you can roast the sesame seeds and then grind them. I'll put in the recipe in the description box. We also added the lime juice, salt and pepper to this. You can add it according to your taste. You can either avoid the garlic or reduce the quantity, but it tastes amazing with the garlic. So let's give it a good whisk. So the yogurt is ready for the fateh. It's a very simple recipe and it hardly takes any time and to make this, and you can enjoy this recipe for your iftar in Ramadan, and you can also serve this as an appetizer and for an evening snack also. But it's a complete meal in itself, and it's great for vegetarians because it has a good dose of protein in it. I fried the pita bread or the Arabic bread, and it's done, so it's nice and crispy. It tastes awesome as it is, but like I said, for a healthier version you can bake it. So let's start layering the fateh. So first we added the Arabic bread, and we are going to add in the chana, or as it's called, the hummus, which along with a bit of water. When you boil it, keep it with the juices so that you can use it in this recipe. And now we are going to add in the whipped yogurt that we made. It's nice and thick and creamy. The secret is that this dish is really the crunchiness from the pita bread and the creaminess from the yogurt, and it's so simple to make, but it's absolutely flavorful. It's a must try recipe. I'm sure you'll love it. And now let's add in another layer of the fried Arabic bread and some more chickpeas. And again we'll top it with another layer of yogurt. You can also add finely chopped green chilies if you want a bit of spice in it. And let's add in another layer of the yogurt. This is an amazing recipe for iftar. You can try it for Ramadan, or you can just have it as a snack, serve it in parties. It's an amazing flavorful dish that you must try. If you've not tasted it, you're really missing something. It's so amazing. It's one of my family favorite. We always go out to a restaurant to eat this, but today I made this at home for them and they were really very happy with the taste. Just garnishing with some red chili powder, some cumin powder, and some parsley leaves or coriander leaves. It's as simple as this, and the dish is ready to go. Today we are going to make some dahi bhalla, which is really very easy and it's a very popular dish during the month of Ramadan. For this, first let's make the batter. I'm using half a cup of besan and half a cup of rice flour. And to this we'll be adding in some spices. 1 teaspoon of red chili powder. You can add this according to your taste. If you want, you can reduce the quantity. 1 teaspoon of whole cumin. Half a teaspoon of coriander powder. Some hing. I've used about 1/8 teaspoon, that is about 2 to 3 pinches. This is optional. If you don't want, you can avoid that. And some soda. It is about 1/8 teaspoon. Add some water and mix it well to get a pouring consistency. It shouldn't be very thin. I forgot to add in the salt, so I'm just adding a teaspoon of salt now. And add some more water. Make sure you add the water little by little because it shouldn't be too runny. It should be enough, it should be thick enough. Mix it really well. See, this is the consistency that we want. I've heated oil in a pan. See, this is the consistency that we want. It's not very thick nor is it very thin. And add spoonfuls of batter to the oil, hot oil. Fry the pakoras on medium flame because otherwise inside the centers will not be cooked. So fry these pakoras well till they are done. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also like and share my videos. I have many other snacks recipes. You can check out my playlists on snacks and Ramadan recipes as well. So I'm transferring them to a paper towel, and these are ready to be soaked in water for some time before we add them to the yogurt. So I've taken some water in a bowl and I'll be soaking these pakoras for some time till they become soft, about 5 minutes. In the meantime, I've used about 2 cups of yogurt and beat it well and add it to a serving dish. And to this, add the pakoris. Just squeeze the water gently. They're nice and soft. But when you soak it in the yogurt, they'll further soften. Don't worry if they're not too soft yet. Add the cooked chana. I'm adding about 1 cup. And boiled potatoes, about a cup. You can also add cucumber pieces to this. I've just added the chana and potato. You can add whatever you want. And I'm pouring some more yogurt to cover them. It's as simple as this. It hardly takes any time to make this dish. And let's sprinkle some chili powder, some cumin powder, some chaat masala, and salt is already there in the vadas and in the masalas. So add some salt to the yogurt depending on your taste. You can add it according to your taste. I hope you like this recipe. Please do try it and let me know if you liked it.